If they do that, they're going to be very, 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 very tough to beat.
Wilson! Oh! And we are tied!
Let's go! Call them by Slamma.
And I don't ever let them forget where we come from.
Getting those phones out. Report me acting ignorant.
Dayon Kris got his way through, and he may go! Kris is in! Houston leads out of nowhere!
Seventh heaven for Houston. The Cougars advance to their seventh Final Four.
Go Cougs! Let's go! It's so good! The dream remains alive for the Houston Cougars!
Welcome to this edition of Let's Rage Coogs, presented by the Saxenian family and beautiful folks at Star Pizza, Mike and Jennifer Pittman. I am, of course, KG Kris Gardner. With me is Dayon Dunlap, and joining us momentarily, what happened to the screen there, but it will be our man, Fluff Mckiver, Houston Cougars legend. Dayon, how you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing good, man. Cougars got the dub. Still early season, second game, but a lot of promise, man. A lot of promise for sure. I'm doing good. How about you, though? It was a beautiful day, beautiful Saturday.
As I'm doing well. I am. I'm still at Fertitta Center, getting ready for the I guess in about 90 minutes tip off between Coach Matthew Mitchell's Houston Cougars women's team and UTSA. Should be a competitive one. Cougs are 1-0, and we're here to talk about the men's win, 65-48 over Towson, a solid Towson team. Cougs had good moments and some moments to improve. Go ahead. What are we gonna say?
Who, me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just agreeing. I say, yeah, no, I was saying a good, a talented team. They had some guards with not only they can hoop, and so I was just kind of agreeing to what you were saying. But it just kind of my outlook on the game. I mean, it's second game, and so, but I really like what I saw from Kingston. I know when Fluff gets on, he probably wants to elaborate a lot bit more on that. But I really like what I saw from Kingston. His floor generalship. That's the most thing that I'm talking about. He's a natural point guard, true point guard. Definitely want to get those assists down. But his length and his efficientness, as efficient, how efficient he is. And he just plays effortlessly. It looks like he makes everything look the same.
And he finished the game with 20 points, game high 20 points, 8 for 10 from the floor. He picked up 3 turnovers in the first half, but to his credit, 0 turnovers in the second half.
Yeah.
So that's great. Another, plus. Kris Gardner Jr., same thing with him. 3 turnovers in the first half, 0 turnovers in the second half. So that's a plus. So you want to see your freshmen get better and cut down on mistakes from half to half, and they did that. So, and of course, big fella Kris Gardner. I really want Fluff to be in here because I want to play the clip so Fluff can hear it too.
Yeah, he about to join. Join there.
But Kris Gardner finished with 13 rebounds. Did not shoot well. Did not make a lot of shots. Let me say it like that. 1 for 8 from the floor. Made his last shot. But most of the 8 attempts were good shots. I like to see him. His bucket was a bucket from. He got it on the mid block, post up and jump stop, finishing the paint. Nice jumper. Some of his threes, I think coach and the staff want him to probably do more in the paint before taking threes. But game 2 for him, it's a solid win. So that's what we're really talking about, solid win. And you can see Kingston. Wait for Fluff to come on and brag because he was right. He was right. He told us, last season how nice Kingston Flemings was going to be, and Kingston is doing that work and making Fluff look real good. But it was an all around good win. Towson cut it to 5. Cougs responded with a nice run, as good / great teams do. They answered the bell and got it done.
Definitely got it done. I think defensively they were able to clean up a few rotational things that Towns was able to capitalize on. But we really are playing through JoJo. He's really improved. I will say. I could tell he's in the gym. He definitely worked to be a local threat. Of course, Simpson wouldn't throw it to him as much, and he's definitely improved in that area. That's one of the things we talked about last year, adding that to his game and showing that he can do that because he can run the floor, pick and roll, showing an ability that he eventually can kind of stretch the floor, some catch and shoot threes. And so, I liked when I saw just a few things here and there as the second game, turnovers and things along that. But defensively, the length and how many steals did we finish with as a team? 11
11.
steals.
Yep.
11 steals. And so
JoJo
that,
had 5 of them.
yeah, and JoJo had 5 of. So that, I really like the length and their activeness, their active hands. They really play really well. Yeah, Kingston definitely looked like the real deal. He's more of the true natural point guard. The way he sees the floor, the pace that he plays with, like he's a true natural point.
And this is funny how, who was it? Mr. Big Tex talked about Emmanuel. Coach Sam talked about Emmanuel's some of his mistakes in post game, and Coach Coach said some of Emmanuel's turnovers. A blind man would have made those passes Emmanuel made, but that's what Coach said. But it's mistakes. He knows Emmanuel has been long enough that he won't make those same mistakes later on in the season. He'll live through those mistakes right now. And Emmanuel got out of rhythm, like Kings got out of rhythm in the game one. 2 early fouls, and coach sat him down. That's his rule. You pick up 2 fouls in the first half. Unless he really has to, the player does not play the rest of the first half. So Emmanuel made 2 of his first 3 threes, sat down after the second foul. His rhythm was shot till he came back in the second half and took him a while to get back into the flow of things. But Kingston came through. Chris Senack and Kingston had a great trap at half court. And where you could see Kingston length. And led to a dunk. See, that's what, and I'm going to say this, you know it, I think we talked about it, but this is for the fans as well. And Coach will say it when I play the clip. Chris, big fella's job right now, his job right now is to be active, aggressive, rebound, and defend. His offense is going to come.
Right, because his offense is already there. He just got to make shots and just figure out a game in the sense of where he can get to his spots and where he gonna get his touches at, and then the sky's gonna be a limit. He gonna be a walking double
So
for
see
sure.
that, that's so. I had a buddy message me during the game that he doesn't see. Chris does not impress him right now, and I'm like, his job right now is just to rebound and defend. That's his job right now.
But I'm saying though, we actually throwing the ball to him in the post. We didn't do that none last year. So
Oh
for
yeah,
him
you're
to
talking
be
about
able to
JoJo.
get
Yeah,
who
I'm
is
talking about
you?
Chris.
Oh, you
About Chris.
yeah,
Yeah,
we're talking about
yeah,
Chris. No,
yeah.
okay. No, we all throwing it to Chris too though. But yeah, now I would say that's his job because even last game we got it to him in the mid post. He made a fadeaway. I think with JoJo's passing ability, I think that's something underrated. We don't talk enough about. I think maybe Coach Sampson has mentioned it, and I actually see it. And so with Chris's ability to not only stretch the floor but also play in that high post area, I think, and then once he's rebounding, he is going to be able, I think, run the floor a little bit more, give him a couple easy buckets in transition. And I think they'll probably get him going a little bit quicker.
Yeah, they want him to play Cougar basketball first, and defend and keep himself on the floor with his defense, because the offensive potential, his offense is ahead of his defense. But to be a Cougar, especially as a freshman, to stay on the floor, he got to play defense rebound, and he's learned to do that. So that's when you're going to see him, his natural skill set shine through, and then just add to it, because he doesn't mind being coached hard. That's one thing you think about Kingston as well. They don't mind being coached. The tough love that Coach Sampson gives to his players, he treats them all the same. He wants you his tough love, it's respect. And I'll say this before, I don't know if anybody's asking yet. Isaiah Harwell did not play. His knee was bothering him, so they didn't play him. Khalifa Sacco, his back is bothering him still, so he played that's 2 minutes. But Big Sedlock came in and got some minutes and was effective. He didn't embarrass himself. He didn't pick up any unnecessary fouls. He was good and aggressive on some of his traps, his help defense as well. Mercy Miller, 10 Cougs played the first 9 minutes of the game. Mercy got some buckets. So anybody worried about him, Mercy, and playing time, and is he going to transfer after game one? Well, he scored in game two. So let's not rush into things, jump to conclusions about all that. You can see that this team is deep. They got to get healthy, and that's a concern that I have. They got to get healthy.
Definitely got to get healthy. And even McCarthy came in, hit his first three, and he came in. So I mean, like you mentioned, the depth is there. It's about continuing to allow each game define the roles of the players in this team based on kind of how the season's going and how it all play out. Then we'll kind of see like we did last year as the season goes on to kind of have that set rotation from 7 to 8 players, maybe even 9 continuously. But I mean, it'd be a little bit more established of their role and when they'd be expected to come in, unless it's foul trouble, things like that. But um, I think it's turning out to Coach Simpson always says how he knows how to make a schedule and the schedule. I know we kind of talked about. We didn't really talk about it. But I know people have kind of mentioned it. They wished it was a little bit tougher. But Towns is a good team. Oakland took Purdue to the brink.
Yeah.
So that's going to be another good game. And so Coach Simpson said he knows what he's doing, man. Hey, man, Chief know what he's doing.
Yeah,
Coach
and
Simpson.
he also he told us something that I didn't realize, that in Kingston's first two games, as a freshman, he's played more minutes than Jamal Shedd did his first semester. So some of that is out of necessity, and some of that is out of the talent that Kingston is. But honestly,
Man,
Jamal Shedd as a
remember,
freshman, who no one would have seen Jamal Shedd as a freshman become the player he became as a senior. But it's
yeah,
all part of
but
the development.
no, but we didn't really see him because remember he was behind Dayon Dunlap.
Exactly. Right. So
That's
that's what coach is
another
saying. So
NBA guard that was there, and so yeah.
Coach is Chiefs trying to temper expectations for everybody. Well, why is this, that, and the other? And folks, this year's team is different than previous team. This year's team has talent, and I think you can even hear it from his comments. Coach Sampson does see the potential of this team, but this team is young. I mean, Isaiah Harwell is a freshman. Chase McCarty is a redshirt freshman. Kingston's a freshman. Kris is a freshman. So this is a younger team with talent, learning how to play the way Coach Sampson wants them to play, and they still, with what is it? That many freshmen it's more than what Coach Sampson would like, but only had 12 turnovers. That's pretty good. You have 6 turnovers from your freshmen to your freshmen in the first half, and they got 0 turnovers in the second half. That's an area of improvement. I like where this team is going. The test against Oakland, I think, will be a test because Oakland is solid. They did push Purdue, led in that game. Towson pushed St. John's in the exhibition game. I think Towson led in that game in the second half against St. John's. So Towson is a good, solid team, and it's about getting better game to game. You can see JoJo Tugler is getting more touches offensively. He is still learning how to be a low post threat, learn how to be a passer out of that in case teams do bring the double team. He's still kind of awkward sometimes with his steps and his footwork, and he falls down, and he's a crash dummy sometimes, but JoJo's potential is up there as well. Milos and Emmanuel are not making shots right now. They haven't so far, but I think that will come. Kingston said, no problem tonight. I'll carry the load and lead team is going with 20. I like this team's versatility on offense.
For sure, and I think that's something big there that I didn't expect coming into the season was Milos to struggle shooting. How he's it's only 2 games in, so I'm not saying like I'm worried about it. I just didn't expect it, so I'm surprised to see it. I thought he was going to come out on a tear and be a little bit more efficient and decisive when he's driving and picking his spots. And which I just haven't seen it. Well, have seen it, but the shots really haven't failed. And so, but yeah, whenever and it's early, they're going to be game to game. It's kind of similar to how it was last year. I'm excited for this team.
I don't, for Milos especially, he took 14 shots and 12 of them were threes. I'd like that to be cut, 50-50 from him. Emmanuel more, I want Emmanuel to attack the basket more as well and get the free throw line. That's one thing that this team didn't do enough for me tonight or today. They only took 7 free throws. So I want the guards to attack the basket, get to the line, and help it themselves. Lowe's taking 12 threes with 0 free throws. If he attacks the basket, he got a nice floater. He can finish at the rim, get fouled, he can make free throws. So that, but it's game 2. It's something that they will, learn from and get better as the season progresses.
For sure, for sure. I definitely like the ball in Kingston's hands a lot, especially in the half court running the offense. And I think Milos is a good enough shooter. And I think what Scouts is looking for him is the ability to be able to catch and shoot at a 35-40% clip. And playing with Kingston and give him a chance to be able to prove it, because he's proved last year that he could have the ball in his hands and play make at a higher clip. But in the NBA, I mean, it depends on the situation he may go to. He may be a guard with his size and can guard from 1 to 2 to 3 on the perimeter. Also can initiate and also be able to catch and shoot if he's playing with some all-star superstars.
And, this team does not have a sniper yet. It doesn't have LD Cryer on this team. This team probably does need Emmanuel Sharp to shoot threes like he did for much of last season when he's a 40% shooter from 3. He hasn't been that yet, but it's 2 games in. And we'll see. I think with Kingston, with the ball in his hands more, you'll have Milos as a spot-up 3-point shooter. I think that's part of the plan as well offensively. But Lowe's finished with 6 assists, and Kingston led the team in scoring 20. Another game, it might be the reverse. Kingston might have 6 assists, and Lowe's have 18 or 20 points. So that's part of the plan for this year's team. In some games, Georgia might lead the team in scoring. I think toward January and February, Kris might lead the team in scoring. And then Emmanuel will mix it up. So you have some options. Hopefully Isaiah Harwell's bothersome knees does not become a long-term thing. He dressed because he was in his uniform. He just didn't play. So hopefully it's not a concern. They just rested him to maybe give him the game off and hopefully be ready to go for on Wednesday against Oakland. But this team has capability to score and shoot better from 3. Now they got to get healthy and start knocking down shots.
That's the main thing, just getting healthy and really keep building that chemistry. And because it's only the second game, man, I know they played a couple of scrimmages, exhibition, but I think more or less just as they continue and build that chemistry. Because, like you just mentioned, Milo has 6 assists, so he can still be able to catch it, push the break, play in the half court, and even if it's not the pick and roll, him catching the shooting, it could be off a drive or a DHO, or he's catching it into a pick and roll and still getting down here and be able to make plays. I definitely would like to see him be a little bit more aggressive, get downhill, and not settling for so many jumpers. I think sometimes it just kind of bails the defense out instead of putting pressure on him, get downhill, and either making the play for himself or creating for somebody else.
All right, folks who are watching us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, let us know if you did not hear the Cougs post game press conference. All right, joining us momentarily is Fluff. Brother, let me see if I can bring you in cleanly. And let's see how I can do this here. Let me see. I think Fluff had a game, so is he smiling? Is he happy? That's not what I want to do. Let me do it this way. All right, here we go, brother. Talk to us. How you doing?
Hey, how everybody doing, man? Another win, 2-0. Can't complain too much.
4-0, man.
Fluff, I'm
It's
glad
4-0.
I'm glad you are here because I want to give you your flowers on air
Okay.
because you told us about Kingston last season in February and March.
Well,
Kingston came through tonight with game high 20 points. Go ahead, man.
listen, I really appreciate those flowers. You can't ask for them. You got to just accept them whenever people feel like you're supposed to get them. But these flowers right here. I will take these, and I would cherish. These are one of my. This I'm cherishing these right here because this kid. I've been hearing about this kid from my people in San Antonio for about 2 years, and this kid, I just seen the how special he was as far as his mentality on the floor and as far as his leadership from the point guard position and his tenacity on the other end of the basketball. Rather, he's forced to do it more now with Coach Sampson. But kid's just a winner. Didn't lose a lot of high school. I just felt like that would transfer to coming down the road to Houston, Texas, and helping our university.
All right, Fluff scored a game out 20 points. I see comments from folks. They said they did not see the post-game press conference. That's great because I have a question for you, Fluff.
But
Dayon saw the clip. Go ahead,
Say it
Dayon.
again.
Yeah.
Say it again.
No, hold on. No, go ahead, Dayon.
no, he's talking about the clip that we're gonna get into. But also to your credit, remember last game you talked about how efficient Kingston was only 3 for 4, and 4 shots. This time 10 shots, still was efficient, 8 for 10, and finished with 20 points.
I think it's more about, and no, not to put it's good pressure for our coaching staff, but I think it's more about, you know, he's trying to make the winning play, whether it's for another teammate or for himself. So in that, he's not going to take bad shots. He's not hunting them. He's taking what's really available from the defense, and that's why I don't want to talk too soon. I don't want to talk too soon, but maybe as time goes and maybe as he gains more trust, that he gets more usage with the basketball for our team.
And real quick, said Lot got minutes, about 5.5 minutes. Khalifa Sacco, his back is bothering him, still bothering him, and it tweaked it again today, either before the game or during the game. In the 2 minutes Khalifa got, so that's why Sid got some run as well. 10 Cougs played in the first 9-11 minutes of the first half, including Mercy Miller. Fluff. Mercy got his buckets
7
as
points
well.
in 5 minutes.
So he scored, had a nice finish on the left hand, strong drive, finishing the paint. That was good. He
Yeah.
knocked out a three as well. So good skill set there. But my question, Fluff, it's kind of a trick question. Who do you think Coach Sampson said was the player, probably the best Coug today?
Come on, guys. Kingston Fleming.
Now notice what I ask you, sir.
He said, who was the what now?
Notice what I ask you. Who do you think Coach Sampson said was the best Coug today?
Oh, Sharp. I love you, Coach Sharp. I love you, Coach Sampson. I love you, man. But I didn't see the interview, but I know you said Sharp. He's our senior. He's one of our leaders. But Coach, the young fella can go, baby. All right? That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, Sharp, we love you. I love you.
Check this out.
Yeah, let me see, because I can't find it. I don't know, adding all these add Fluff this way, but I have it. But hold on, because you're gonna enjoy this, Fluff. All right, here we go. I'm just do it this way. Do it. Oh, well, this does bother me because I know I did it because Dayon heard it. So I got to find it. As we're doing live here on Let's Rage Coogs, all these media layers and
I think I
stuff.
see it right here.
Because I got all that. I got this. Got the banner scrolling across. Because it's two clips, and I want to play both of them. And I'll just do it this way because I know it. I can do it this way. All right.
Chris.
But I can see him getting better. The reason I brought him in here today is I think he went 1 for 8. He might have been our best player. And he went 1 for 8.
Topic. Did y'all hear it?
I cannot.
So yeah, something changed before we started the show. Let me do some things. Dan, could you hear it? No, I can hear Dan.
No, my bad. I can hear it. It was just kind of low. It was lower than it was the first time we would have heard
Yeah,
it
that's
when
what I
we
don't
played it.
understand. So yeah, I don't understand why. All right, I'm gonna just try to do something else and just reload it because something changed between when Fluff joined in the show. So, but Fluff,
Which
you can tell by trying to
yeah,
do
and
the
then
filler, it's
cool.
it is not Emmanuel Sharp.
Yeah, it was short. He was talking about C-neck.
He
You
said
got to hear the
C-Nack was the
clip.
best player on the floor.
Yep,
He said
best
despite him
best the
going one
best
for
Coug.
eight,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
he was, he was saying that we'll get it back, but he was saying that how natural he is, who was grabbing them 10 boards first 3 games in. He was like, once he kind of
So let's
find
try it
find
again
find
here.
his way. Oh, here it is.
Towson, a good school. And he's got good coaches, right? Chris McCollum's got good coaches. But I can
Chris,
see him
mute your
getting better.
background, Chris.
The reason I brought him in here today is I think he went 1 for 8. He might have been our best player. He might have been our best player. And he went 1 for 8. And I told the team afterward, the guy I was most proud of was C-Nack. Because not any of those misses he had didn't phase him at all. The last shot he took, I can't think of many guys that I've coached over the years as a freshman that would have shot that as pure as he shot that one. He had 13 rebounds, which could have been 15. We've played 2 SEC schools. Who did we play the other night? Wasn't that team? Yeah, no, the other night, the first Lehigh. Yeah, Lehigh. So we played 2 SEC schools, Lehigh and Towson. He's a freshman. That kid has had 10, 10, 10, and 13 rebounds. He's got something he's really, really elite at. That will keep him on the floor. And once he cleans the other stuff up, this kid's going to be nice. He's going to be nice. Right? Yes? Right. Yeah. Right, Chris? But the thing I would encourage.
Coach Sampson saying Chris ain't gonna be nice. That's what I love, man. He cleans up some of the stuff, makes some shots. Coach Samp said a young player is gonna be nice.
Hey, it's a beauty to see because with all the success, the 800 wins with Coach Sampson, and so many, NBA players from before now and even at our university, is we might be seeing a switch of trusting a young player early on at the University of Houston. And that it won't be really new, but it'd be something a little more evolving for our program. Like, yo, listen, you come in, you ready to go, he gonna put you out there.
And that's to your credit because you said it much more than than I did and that I believe last year with this incoming freshman class. I was like, I don't know if coach gonna play. He gonna make him earn it, kind of thing.
Well, you're not the number one. You're not the number one recruiting class in the country for nothing.
True.
Right,
I think a lot of people
right.
forget that we had this year. We had the number one
One or
recruiting
two,
class
behind Duke.
in the country.
Yeah. You splitting hairs,
Yeah.
one or two, so whatever, whatever.
1 and 2, 4. Hey, Chris, down 4, number 4. Know what I mean? It's a lot of teams around America. So us having a big time ranking of freshmen means that they were so respected from their areas of playing and AAU and whatever they did in high school. It was so respected that we were ranked that high. So those guys are ready to go. I see that maybe I cannot get his name right. Harwell. Jesus, am I saying it right?
Isaiah Harwell, yes, sir.
Isaiah Harwell. I think he might have to take a little bit of time off, maybe for the knee.
Agreed. And John Houston. John ain't gonna play or tell coach to play Isaiah if Isaiah's he's not good enough. You know that. So
No, I know. John Houston, best in the business, baby. I'm just saying. I'm not saying I don't know what they're gonna do. I'm just saying that I can see he's a little gimpy out there.
Yeah, I mean, and I mean, unless he gets 100% soon, that's probably a big reason why there's more and more talk about him coming back for his sophomore year, because he was a top 15 player coming out of high school, but he's just not 100% like he was
Yeah,
before the injury.
yeah.
Yeah, he's making Donald's All American. Him and Chris.
Well, somebody just asked, is Kingston Fleming a one and done? I don't know who that was that asked that, but I want to answer the question and say this. He's giving me Jeremiah Fears vibes.
Yeah,
Jeremiah Fears was not a McDonald All American, but was McDonald All American worthy. So I think that Kingston Fleming is one of those guys. I think that it depends on how far we go in a tournament, in the NCAA tournament. Well, we're hoping to play the last game that is created for the NCAA at the end of the season.
and win
So
it this time.
yeah, and win it this time. But it all depends. It all depends. I know that kid's hungry. I know hunger when I see it. And I know Kingston Fleming, he want to be better and better. He not satisfied with anything.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
the
I definitely
thing
agree.
with him, my bad, Dayon. He said a few weeks ago that he's coming back. However, if he plays and keeps getting better this freshman year, he's gonna be a first round pick. And if he's a first round pick, he should go. you know. So I mean, let's just be real. Any kid that is considered a first round pick, I think all of us tell that kid, go get that money, man. Go ahead. Thank you for your time here. Good luck in the pros.
And you got to think about it like this too, is and this is a jewel for the older guys, young or everybody younger than us. But this is a jewel for the college kids when you're in school and really high school more than anything is the NBA, they want the NBA to stay as youthful as possible. So a kid like Kingston that's showing promise like that, Senac that's showing promise like that, even if you think that you're a junior and senior that you're gonna get picked before them, you're probably not because they don't know what they look like at 22 years old yet. They're only watching them at 18, 19 years old.
Right.
So the ceiling, they look at the ceiling of what a player is going to be at, or what a player is going to be at 22. Even if the 22-year-old is better than a 19-year-old at this moment, the NBA is looking more. Well, what does this kid look like at 22? And that's why these kids, these guys on our team have big promise.
All right, I'm going to try to play another clip from Coach Sam. This one about Kingston and Chris. So let me try to get this one going. And you're watching Let's Rage Coogs, sponsored by the Saxenian family and Star Pizza via Mike and Jennifer Pittman. I'm KG Kris Gardner with my man Dayon Dunlap, senior, and Robert Fluff Mckiver, Houston Cougar men's basketball legend. I'm here at Fertitta Center still, all day here, getting ready for a women's game against UTSA, tipping off at roughly 7:05 Central Time.
Second leg defense. We got 10 or 12 stops. Other stuff is whatever it is. I don't care about none of that. We'll get better at that just because of osmosis. But I brought these two freshmen in here because I wanted to tell them how proud I am of these two kids. They got tough jobs. They're playing for a program that's won more games in the country than anybody in America the last 8 years. And now all of a sudden they've been put to start for them. That's not easy to do. And we're not nearly as good now as we were at the end of last year. But neither was that team. That team wasn't nearly as good in November as they were in February and March. So I tell them every day the same thing. Just keep working. Chris is a hard worker, but he's also high character. Kingston's a hard worker, but he's also high character. High character kids handle adversity well because they've been brought up the right way. And I give credit to that. To nobody on our staff, but to their mothers and fathers. Just like you guys. I bet you guys are great kids. You have great parents.
How about that? Coach Sampson giving love to the media. Some of y'all got raised by, we're good kids, but good adults because we were raised by good parents. So that's good. But yes, more kind words about the Kingston and Kris. They're bright futures. They're playing as freshmen. So they're going to make mistakes and he's going to let them play through it. And Fluff, I think you're right. This could be another sign, another example of Coach Sampson, or as Dayon says, Goat Sampson, evolving with sign of the times and trusting these talented freshmen to let them play and get the minutes and learn on the court.
Man,
I
look,
think
Coach Sampson got freshmen at the post game press conference. He and that saying people are nice. Hey, Coach Sampson, man, he getting down with the times.
That's big time. Another thing about it is too, and there's no disrespect to my guy Cal, Coach Cal. I love you, man. We had some battles. I love you, Coach Calipari. But what I do want to say is this: is we can actually create more of a system of maybe one or two and done instead of one and done. When you give a kid that type of mindset that you could be one or two and done, it's different than rushing and trying to make sure that you're a one and done kid. You're more thinking of, listen, I come in, they're gonna help me develop for the next year. Maybe I'm two and done. You know what I mean? So, this could be the beginning of that type of vibe at the University of Houston.
Yeah, I think that's a good point and a big point.
My fault.
'Cause
I've been messing up since we start. Sorry to cut you off, D. I want to say this. I've been messing up since we got back on Let's Rage Coogs. The prestigious University of Houston. The prestigious University of Houston. I'm sorry. I keep saying our university, University of Houston. No, the prestigious University of Houston. I'm sorry. Good. I'm sorry, bro.
hey, hey, nah, facts. Um, I forgot what I was gonna say now, but facts
Because that's what we are, man.
for
Hey,
sure.
you guys know what High Fines Pavilion used to look like, man. Some people that don't know what those times are about don't really know how to appreciate these times, because you got to think about it. There's some students that's coming in as a freshman that heard about the University of Houston 4 years ago and that's from Killeen, Texas. That's like, this is all I know Houston to be. So guys like us, the appreciation level for Coach Sampson and the staff and the university and everyone is top shelf.
and, and
We hear you.
you can because okay, cool.
We listening and jamming, baby. Let's do it.
Yeah, because they blasting music, waiting for the folks to show up here because not a crowd just yet. But they'll get you some Coach Mitchell. We're still an hour away from tip off here. But Fluff, I'm just glad you saying prestigious University of Houston because it's our university, man. Because there was a time that in hoops that we were not prestigious, and now we are up there, nationally relevant year in year out in men's basketball, and I'm here for it. I'm loving it, man. So, and I think Coach Mitchell in football will get the program there quicker than people think. So that's great to see, and I love it. I'm here for it. And the next thing to get done in men's basketball is to win that last game of the season. That's the last thing that remains, and I think this team can get it done. May have some bumps along the way this season, but that's all right. Finish with a 6-game winning streak. That's the objective. Fluff, you have a game today, man. Your son have a game today.
No, actually, my daughter, my daughter, has some things with track today. So, I'm watching the game on the phone and all that. My daughter is actually here in Connecticut, living with me now. So, we got some things to get done. And actually, she's kind of from Texas too. She was, that's where she was. Her first steps of life were. in Houston, Texas. So we had some things that going on, but she's a Cougar baby.
Is she going to UH too, Fluff?
We don't. I mean, listen, is Coach Burrell still there?
Nah,
No.
Coach Lewis is. Coach
Coach
Barella, Auburn.
Coach Burrell is at Harvard.
Auburn.
Auburn.
Auburn. The Tigers. Auburn Tigers.
Auburn. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Carl
listen.
Lewis, the head coach now.
Well, listen. If we're gonna, of course, I'm gonna promote it this year. But she's probably the best girl on her track team this year. We're gonna see how she runs in the 200 and 400. Um, for the season this year, her mom ran the 200 and 400 at the University of Houston. So we're gonna see how she do this year, and we will see if we get some looks from the university. Very fast, 5'10", tall, kind of remind me of Gabby.
Oh,
What's her last name? Come on, man. I'm interested. My daughter run track. It's not just basketball, man. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? She just doesn't let me film her like I like, the little one does, but um she's 5'10", tall, lanky, fast. We'll
how old is
see.
she?
She's a junior in high school, 17.
Okay.
Yep. Yep. So we'll see.
And y'all know Hunter's comment is accurate. I want to be. I want y'all to film it with your phones, with me putting, have a little backstory. Me taking off my credential, putting it on the table, and saying Dayon, Fluff, Andy, whoever. Y'all record me running around trying to hug somebody, making confetti angels because we won the chip. That's what I want.
And we all gonna be there this year.
So
We all gonna be there this year. For sure.
No, for sure. For sure. For sure.
100%.
that's
100,000%.
that's gonna be in Indianapolis, man. So yeah.
I wouldn't care if it was in Africa, Chris. We gonna be there this year.
Hey, I like that confidence, baby. I like that confidence. Yeah, no doubt. But once again, final score today of UH men's basketball, 65-48 win over Towson. Towson, Fluff, did you know? Did you watch any or read about Towson gave St. John the scare?
Yeah, well, I know. Well, I train. It's so funny about the coach at Towson. I train his niece
Oh, okay.
in Connecticut. His niece, the girl Brooklyn that you see online all the time, Dayon.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 So I train. I train her, and that's actually her uncle. So I already got some information like, yo, we playing hard tonight. You know what I'm saying? They're from Boston, so you know what I mean. Like, coach is very, very good coach there. He definitely got those guys playing at a high level, and gritty guy.
And Oakland is the Cougs' opponent on Wednesday. Oakland gave Purdue a run for their money. I think that game was tied at halftime, and it's only a 10-point win for Purdue, and kind of went back and forth in the second half. So Oakland's going to be a solid test for the Cougs as well. So back to Dayon's point, Coach Sampson knows how to put together a schedule, as he tells
Yeah,
us every year.
yeah. And you know what? I don't think that point guard. No disrespect to him, he came back right.
Braden
I don't.
Smith for Purdue.
Yeah, I don't think he's as effective without Edie. Maybe this year, I don't think he's as effective. You know what I mean? As far as being maybe he's probably counting on the score a little more this year. I don't know how he's gonna do in that role. I don't know. So that I'm saying that to say that's gonna be a tough game too.
Yeah. I don't think Braden Smith is he's a better facilitator than he is a scorer. So that might be something other teams try to make him do more of is score than pass. But that's down the line if the Cougs ever meet, Purdue in the tournament.
And I want you guys to chime in tonight. I'm starting some tonight. Let's talk about the Cougs, right? On my page. And what I'm talking about tonight is I'm just a big fan of the kids. I want to ask the world, do they think that it's a big landslide of a difference of our freshman and our baby, Kingston Fleming or Darren Peterson? I don't think it's that different. Maybe the world does, but I think Kingston is right there with him.
I think as the season progresses, that's going to be the case. Yeah.
And I want to say this on Kansas, Darren Peterson. They're saying take the ball, do
Yeah.
whatever you want to do, throw it up, dunk it, shoot it, pass it when you feel like it, whatever you want. Kingston is asked to play defense, run the team, run the play a role. You know what I'm saying?
And
And
get
figure
yours
out
within
how
the
you're gonna get his
confines of the
points.
offense. Yeah.
Young people, I want y'all to understand that making the McDonald game does not mean that you're a shoe-in to be a one and done. You got to go to that university and play. And, you know, that's what it's not saying Darren Peterson's a top 3 pick. I'm just saying that if you really watch it, as far as attributes, however you want to judge it, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Peterson looks, I mean, they two different type of players reading one of the comments. But they two different type of players. But as far as the caliber, I definitely agree for sure. They're both same caliber type players, no
You
I
know,
question.
agree with you, D. I agree
yeah,
with you, though,
Yeah.
D, for sure.
Yeah.
they're very talented. And from a conference perspective, it was
What's up?
disappointing to see Kansas lose to North Carolina, Friday night from a Big 12 perspective. But Peterson's going to need some more help. Kingston has help with the Cougars.
True.
I don't
True.
think Darren's got as much help as they're going to need to go as far as they want to go, for a Kansas program.
Well, that kid Caleb Wilson is the real deal, too.
Yeah. For Carolina, he's legit too. So there's a good number of talented freshmen this year in men's college basketball, no doubt.
This
Cole
just
Pete,
reminded me of the freshman
It's a
class
lower class.
of OJ Mayo, Derrick Rose, and those guys. That was a class. Westbrook, all those guys were in the
Mike
same
Beasley.
class. Mike Beasley too. Mike Beasley. That was they did this class. It reminded me of that class.
did y'all see the comment earlier? Someone said Kingston is like Russell Westbrook. Was a jump shot. I forgot who posted that here on the show, but somebody commented like that.
That
Yes.
could be true. I tell you what, he's super confident, and I don't think that anything can shake his confidence. Like meaning, like if he comes to the next game and he has 6 points, he's gonna go to practice and come in and go to the next game. Like I don't think he's like his confidence can waver from what demeanor I'm watching him have on the floor.
Yep.
Fluff, did you know this? Happy birthday, John Houston.
Ah man, I gotta hit my guy, man. Happy birthday, John Houston, the best trainer, and don't forget this, the best trainer and best scheduler in the business. Happy birthday, John Houston, man. Cougar love. Sure.
Darius Acuff. That's what Acuff. Where is he at? Oh, yes, Justin. I know how you feel about Russell Westbrook. Yes, I do. Yes. But yeah, this freshman class is loaded, man. No doubt.
Darius A Cup, yes. He's big time too, for sure. And you got Michael Brown at Louisville.
He's nice.
Yes.
Acuff's
Yes.
at Arkansas, and then the kid, tall kid at Tennessee. What's his name? Nate Ament. Ament.
Also,
Ament.
kid over there in Arizona too.
Cole Pete, nice. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
he's nice.
Who, Bryce James?
Cole Pete, and we didn't even name AJ DeBonsa. I've been saying
AJ
DeBonsa
DeBonsa.
all this time, and it's pronounced DeBonsa.
Hey
So I'm
guys, you know
sorry.
we gotta have funny moments on this segment. Well, I just want to let you know how do you guys feel about Bryce James?
He got a nice last name.
Okay. All right.
Haven't seen nothing from him yet at the collegiate level.
Okay.
Haven't seen him, so I
I
can't really
think he
say.
still got a lot of potential. I think if he really lock in, he could be pretty good.
I
As
remember
a
they used to say that Bryce was going to be better
Than his
than
brother,
Bronny.
yeah, the Bronny, yeah.
People used to say, but maybe I mean he's
What do you
at
think,
level.
Fluff?
I think if he really lock in with somebody like me, you know what I mean? He could be amazing, man. LeBron, I'm in Connecticut, man. Call me, man. I get him right, man. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. It ain't nothing to do out here. That's why we become so good out here. Ain't nothing to do. You know what I'm saying? Come on to Connecticut, man, for a couple weeks, man. Let me sharpen you up, man. I'm telling you now.
Fluff, when are you gonna come down to Houston, man, and hang out with us?
I'm coming there this season, man. I'm coming there. I mean, I don't want to talk about it this year, but I'll be there either January or February. I'm then shun the Big 12 situation we got going on. None of that is out of my mind. I will be home this year. I don't want to talk about it a lot. I'm going to see you soon. But I'm definitely coming. I said that last year. Things happened. I wasn't able to get there for my schedule and just running a business. But I'm
I
going to be
forgot
there this
about
year.
Elijah. I forgot he got hurt, so he ain't playing right now.
Elijah who?
Arenas.
Arenas,
Oh, yeah, he's hurt. He's out for the year, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Hey,
but
hey, I got a question too. Is Texas Southern good now?
based on what?
I'm saying as far as they had a couple years of a run of going to the tournament and things of that nature, right?
I mean, they've taken 2 L's. They've played 2 check games so far against Gonzaga and Texas A&M, so they've lost both of those. But I think they'll be good in the SWAC. They weren't picked to win the SWAC this year, though.
Okay. Okay.
And we saw um, Bethune-Cookman almost beat Auburn
Oh wow, yeah, I
on, what was
seen that.
that,
I seen that. I
Tuesday
seen
night.
that.
Yeah. So game went to overtime, yeah, which is a surprise. I'm not sure what that means as far as the Cougs and Auburn's matchup on November 16th. But, it could have been Auburn just learning the new pieces and new head coach with,
Hey man, we
you know,
making Pettiford
Bethune,
go right all night long. Coach Sampson, Coach Price, Kellen. We making Tahad Pettiford. We down in the screen and we making Pettiford go right all night long.
Bethune Cookman also got Morris. There was McDonald's coming out. He was at Kansas. No, he
yeah,
was
kid
at
from kid
Texas.
from yeah from
From
Dallas, right?
Dallas.
Dallas
Yeah,
area.
he
Yeah.
was at Texas. Then
Arterio Morris. Yeah,
Dayon Morris. They got him. He went. He had 20 and 10 against Auburn.
he tied the game, man. 3-point
Hmm.
game with
Oh, that was that kid right there
with
that
point. Yeah,
came
with
Yeah,
through
point and
number
three
three,
left.
got the braids with Duncan.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's a
made
bad boy.
made
I'm
all three
like,
free
ain't no
throws.
no
Yeah,
disrespect to the HBCUs, no disrespect. But I'm like, ain't no way he was recruited there, just regular. You
He
know what I'm
was at
saying?
Texas. Then he went to Kansas. He got in trouble, some trouble shit. Now he over there.
but yeah, I mean, and some the HBCUs that know better, they are they are becoming a spot for the kids who may have gotten in some trouble as power fours and give them a second chance to play and continue their college career. Ain't nothing wrong with that. So yeah, and Reggie Theus is a coach and AD at Bethune Cookman. So he still has ties to the NBA as well. Mo Williams,
Yeah.
Jackson State. They're gonna come here and play Houston in a few weeks. Well, that December, and lose again. That's a team that hasn't done well in the SWAC up to the hype. But again, 65-48, Houston win over Towson. Kingston Fleming's 20 points, game out 20 points, 8 for 10 from the floor. Freshman big man Chris Sinak. Coach Sampson said twice during post game he thought Chris was the Cougs' best player tonight. Finished with 13 rebounds, was only 1 for 8 from the floor, but he had an impact in the game as well. Fluff, what are your thoughts on JoJo Tugler scoring, getting 14 shot attempts? What about that? Going 7 for 14.
I like it. I think we have to, figure out what we're gonna do as far as that, as far as whether we're gonna tell Tugler, let the leash off of him. But that's crazy that you just asked that because I was just gonna ask you guys, what do you think is gonna happen if these young guys continue to play well? Are the older guys gonna be an acceptance of these guys being ready to coexist with them at a high level. But that's a great sign for Tugler to go 7 for 14 at the game in the game. But what do
I
you
think
guys
so.
think about that?
I think so because I think Coach Sam and them and staff is always preaching the name on the front before the name on the back as far as the program and in the sense of if he the best players at practice, then when it comes to the game, he always reward those and let those players when he say give them the ultra green light and let them go get busy. And so he just said last press conference or Cordell played because he practiced well. So being able to establish that practice matters. And if players like Kingston and Kris is the best players at practice, as the season goes on, you hear he does like he does normally. Like, yeah, he has the ultra green light. And so I think if it naturally happens like that, I think they'll just be ready to fit in and do what it take to win. Because as long as we still winning, I think that's ultimate. That's what matters, and then they'll buy in.
And I'll say I'll be honest. I was shocked when Kris and Kingston came into the press conference because it's very rare the coach brings in freshmen to a press conference, and he brought in two of them. I was like, oh, I think I said it out loud. I was like, oh snap! Both of them came into the press conference. So, but it could be a sign of Coach Sampson evolving to what he has this season. We
Don't
shall
sleep
see.
on what he's recruiting.
Oh no,
So he might be recruiting and saying, "Yeah, you're gonna come here, you're gonna have an opportunity to play a lot."
yeah.
So the fact that he's able to market that and show that makes our university more enticing too. You understand? So, he might this might be a recruiting method too. Like, yo, look, I got the freshman right here. This could be you next year. We number 2 in the land. I got the freshman playing. See the freshman. So it's like very smart man, best coach in
Chess,
the business.
chess, not checkers, fellas. Chess, not checkers. All right, that'll do it. Let me get ready for the women's game here, fellas. Hang on, because I want to tell y'all something when we off air.
Okay,
But in case anyone was wondering, Andy Yanez was working today, so that's why he wasn't able to join us. Not coaching, he was working. I think he was helping out at a track meet. I think something
Cross
like that.
country, I think.
Yeah. So thank you very much with that for Fluff and Dayon and for everybody for joining us on today's edition of Let's Rage Coogs, Crabtree, Justin, Hunter, folks, the fans who are contributing to comments from all over the land, globally, Mr. Big Text Code, not too complicated. Everybody else for joining us. Join us again on Wednesday, October 12th, after the Cougs defeat Oakland for the next edition of Let's Rage Coogs, brought to you by the Saxenian family and Star Pizza. Fluff, you got it, man.
hey man, catch us man on Fluff Rob Mckiver page, Elm City Elite. Go Cougs, big season for us. Very excited. One game at a time. We'll take struggle and a trophy at the end, no matter what. So listen, everybody be patient with us. Right? We might have some bumps in the road, like Chris said. But listen, as long as we hold that trophy at the end of the year, that's what we're fighting for on an everyday base, from practice to the games. Go Cougs, H-Town, coming down.
And before I give to Dayon, let me say it. Y'all know it. Since 1994, the Houston Round Ball Review, local name, global perspective.
And like Fluff said, brick by brick, we're gonna get better and better. And by the time March, early April come around, we'll be ready to cut them nets down. And I'm excited, for the season. And I think them young guns gonna really turn up and really gonna carry us a lot down the way and be ready for the moment, like they supposed to be there. They supposed to be in those positions. I think we're gonna get it done. So I'm excited for this team to grow, see how we bounce back from certain losses that we may take. But that's gonna be part of the journey to prepare us for where we're going. And as always, go Cougs.
Go Cougs.